Okay, this, I guess, is a review of the Arylic BP-50. I have been looking for something like this for a long time now, and I've tried a billion different devices until, I finally found this. It's not expensive. It's 99 bucks or something, whatever it is. Um, okay, I have these speakers, two of them. They're Bluetooth, and they have line in, and they sound really good. Um, the thing is, nowadays, televisions do not have a line out anymore. So typically, you would just hook it to the line out of your television, and the left and right channel works great. So, what these dum-dums have done, the TV manufacturers that is, the only way to get audio out is through Bluetooth or through an eARC port, ARC, audio return channel is what ARC stands for. So this is a Bluetooth, this is a high-end Bluetooth receiver. Audio file quality, Bluetooth 5 point whatever, sounds great. But the problem with Bluetooth is, by the time you go from the TV to the Bluetooth, there's such a delay that if you're watching somebody talk,
That's how it works. Remember Redcoats? This is how the game works. I know a lot of
you
people.
would see a lip sync delay, and it's quite annoying. So that's what I used. I basically paired the TV up to the Bluetooth. As soon as you turn on the Bluetooth, it says, "Hey, do you want to pair with with TV?" And you have to find the remote, and hit OK. So I don't like that. I tried little devices like about this size that had a HDMI audio extractor. Didn't work right. I tried optical out from the TV into another black box like this, and it worked, but there's no way to control the volume. So I'm like, well, that's no good either. Well, this is where the BP-50 comes in handy. This is basically a distribution center for your speakers. So the most important thing is you can switch it between Bluetooth, so you could pair your phone, line in, phono in, optical in, eARC or ARC, whatever, that's the TV, and USB, meaning you can play music off of it or whatever, which I don't care. Oh, and finally, DAC. So it hooks up to your Mac or your Windows, shows up as a digital audio converter. So if you look around the back, your main speakers go here, and that's cool. Takes the power in here. Focus, please. Phono in, line in, optical in, subwoofer out. This is your eARC return channel, coaxial out, and this is your DAC USB-C that goes to your Mac or iPad. So you plug this in to the Mac or iPad, shows up as a sound card, and you can basically have your speakers going through that. I don't know if it's a high quality DAC or not, but plus Bluetooth, of course, so you can stream your phone. So what eARC does, or ARC, audio return channel, it will, it's hard to explain, but basically you have an HDMI port. I don't know why this thing won't focus today, man. You have an HDMI port on your TV. HDMI out from my Apple TV to the actual television. That's in port 1. Port 2 is another HDMI port, but you could hook up an Xbox or cable box, or on port 2 on this Samsung TV, the audio can come back in reverse direction, called ARC, A-R-C, audio return channel. That's the only way that these bastards have a way of getting sound out of TVs now, is HDMI ARC or optical. Nobody has a headphone jack anymore. Nobody has RCA jacks anymore. And it's quite annoying because you have to have a device in order to do it. So this device here, if I turn it off, the TV will eventually realize there is no path for the audio and switches to the
And it's
speaker.
funny that a lot of people will assume.
Now, if I turn it on, and hopefully it remembers where it left off, arc, a few seconds later, it just switched.
Right.
And the volume is working.
Trump is the head in that right direction.
Here. Now, the good news is that when I turn the volume up and down, instead of saying TV, it's actually controlling the volume to the arc.
It sure as hell's not Joe Biden, right?
So, yeah, this device has a specialty use, but if you have a pair of speakers or a stereo system that you really don't want to get rid of and you want to integrate it into your TV, and this is the perfect device because basically you can switch between all the different sources. I could stream my music. If I'm going to turn off the TV, switch it over to Bluetooth, play music to it. Hook up the MacBook, play music to it, or whatever. TV, whatever. Phono, which I don't have, or line in, whatever. There's a subwoofer out. There's a million options. I really like these speakers. I have no intention of getting rid of them. But nobody puts a line out anymore. Even like an Apple TV, it's just an HDMI out. You have no way of running audio into these things. Now, obviously, Apple has their own AirPods that you could, not AirPods, HomePods that you could use for speakers, but nothing compares to these speakers that I have. So I'm quite happy. So it comes with a power adapter, two antennas, and a remote control, and you can set the EQ and everything. Bass, treble, USB PC. You have set modes: pop, vocal, rock, jazz. You can switch between optical in, ARC, Bluetooth, line in, and phono in. And I don't know what this TX pair is. I think it pairs with the thing there. Yeah, so yeah, highly recommended for a cheap device from China. There is also an app which I haven't done. I heard that the built-in, what do you call it, USB DAC isn't the greatest, but who cares? It's basically a sound card. So this can be a 2-channel sound card that hooks into your computer in case. So literally you could plug, if everything was all in one location, your speakers could be shared between everything. Computer, phono, line in, TV, Bluetooth, everything, USB. So, it's a highly useful device, and it's a highly specialized device, but this is not the most expensive one they make. I'm sure there's a more expensive one, but I didn't need it. Anything more than the simple base model or whatever. Arylic, Arylic BP-50. Highly recommended. Finally found my solution after going through like 4 or 5 devices trying to figure out how to get the damn audio out of the TV.